God. It's like a bomb hit it. Homeless people, emotionally disturbed. So this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. There's so many more leaving. But I'm not going to let you get away with this story alone, James Flippin. You talk about earthquakes. There's going to be an earthquake at City Hall if, in fact, this turns out to be true. That Brad Lander, our socialist controller of the city of New York, how the hell could we elect a socialist to be the controller? Was swimming with the polar bears yesterday in Coney Island. And it turns out he may have invested money from pension funds of New York City employees that lost $30 billion on the stock exchange.
Yeah, well, this is from a tweet that, you spotted and I saw as well from Reza Chowdhury, who's kind of like a citizen journalist, if you will. He says that the comptroller, Brad Lander, has lost over $33.06 billion.
$33 billion in pension funds?
Since assuming office.
That's what people depend on for their retirement, civil servants. So has he acknowledged this?
Well, I emailed his office and asked him if that is correct. It appears as though those numbers are taken from his website.
What? Oh, my God. And meantime, what is he doing? Swimming with the Polar Bear Club on Coney Island? The city's going to be swimming with pension debt. We're going to have to make up the loss.
Yeah.
This is great. Where's the rest of the media on this?
I don't know. I mean, this is obviously something that maybe most people aren't paying attention to.
Of course they're not paying attention.
In the past, we've heard about how the New York City pension was being divested from oil and anything associated with fossil fuels. That was under de Blasio that started doing that.
So this is what I want you to do. Don't get philosophical on me.
That's not philosophical. I'm just saying maybe that's got something
I don't want to
hear
about Comrade Bill de Blasio, the part-time mayor, the dope from Park Slope, who he and his wife Charlene stole $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
we still got to get down to the nitty-gritty of which bank it's $33 billion he's lost with investments in New York City civil servant pension funds. All of you retired civil servants and those of you who are going to be depending on those pension funds should be bombarding his office and saying, what? Wait a second. That's the one thing in Bidenomics, right, that he's praising, that the stock exchange, Wall Street, is like on fire, right?
Yeah.
In terms of the returns.
It had a big year. The major indexes had a big year for 2023.
Oh, my God. In the meantime, what did Sid on his return have to say this morning? Sid Rosenberg and friends accusing me of having scabies. What would he call that?
Yeah, well, actually, I have to say it's not just Sid, because, of course, Sid did return today from vacation, but us staff members here at 77 WABC are a little bit concerned because you've been itching a lot.
You're damn
lately.
right.
Yeah, and you're going for your pits right now, but sometimes you need the back, so you use like the door frame to scratch yourself.
Yeah, nonstop. It's driving me nuts. I feel like I'm a dog or a cat that is scratching. You know how a dog gets when it's scratching from fleas?
Right.
I think it's the heebie-jeebies. Now, that could be considered an anti-Semitic remark, heebie-jeebies, but I'll leave it to the audience to figure that out. And what does Sid say right away, right out of the box? Scabies.
Yeah, scabies.
That's infectious. That means all of you could catch this.
Well, we're all a little bit concerned that we can.
Well, I hope you all do catch what I have because this has made me miserable, more miserable than I ever have been before. I mean, I am scratching nonstop.
Even after being having gotten shot in the past?
No, I would much rather get shot with 5 hollow point bullets again. I'd rather have prostate cancer surgery. I'd rather have Crohn's disease surgery, all of which I've had.
Well, I did some research on what this could possibly be that we're looking at here.
What the hell?
Obviously, dry skin is a concern this time of year.
Yeah, really. I'll take a bath in olive oil, okay?
Eczema.
No, that's Frank Morano. Psoriasis, eczema. That's his stuff.
Psoriasis, okay.
Yeah.
Scabies.
Oh, my God, right? Let me tell you something. One thing it's not. I have never received a letter from the Department of Health from the city of New York that I in any way, shape, or form have passed on or began the process of passing on sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. Let's make that very clear. You don't have to. In fact, I give you freedom now. You don't have to worry about HIPAA and all of that. Meantime, I'm finished with you, James Flippin. You have joined this tribe. You have joined this attempt to get me removed from WABC since Sid Rosen began this rumor that because of my scratching endlessly, I somehow have scabies. What do you call it again?
Scabies. But no, I'm concerned. I mean, there's also underlying illness that we could be looking at here.
Yeah. Mental illness.
With
What are you laughing at? Get out of here. Flippin'.